Hi everyone, welcome to your reading for Scorpio. So this reading is going to be focused on those souls that are on the sober path, the path to recovery, or while they're on recovery, and those souls that just want a little bit deeper dive into their zodiac shadow and light traits to kind of help navigate them while they're on their soul's path. So that's what we're going to do week by week is we're going to dive a little bit deeper each week into your astrology for your sign and just get to know your sign a little bit deeper. And then we're going to use the tarot and the oracle cards that lean into your sign and your element to just kind of get additional guidance for your specific sign. So you are Scorpio. Your major arcana card is Death. And I actually think that's really fantastic. So your card being Death shows that it's rebirth and transformation. That's what a Scorpio is about, continuing that cycle of rebirth and transformation. Your ruling planet is Pluto and Mars, the themes of transformation, power, intensity, death, and rebirth. Some of your light traits are Scorpios out there are passionate, resourceful, loyal, emotionally deep, and intuitive. Some of your shadow traits are controlling, jealousy, secretive, manipulative, obsessive, and obsessive with power and their outcomes. So when you have those shadows and those lights that you're working with, sometimes the path to sobriety or while in recovery or trying to navigate away from those behaviors that don't serve you and your soul's purpose. So today we're going to take a little look at that. So once again, here is your major arcana card. And we're going to get a message from the Unicorn Oracle deck. And again, it leans into your sign or element. So each week we're going to use the same Oracle decks that lean into your sign or your element. And then fortunately for me, your sign Scorpio leans into two of my favorite decks, and that is the Mermaid deck and the Golden Universal Tarot. So this is going to be fun for me, and I hope you enjoy it as well. As always, please subscribe to my channel to help me reach as many souls as possible. Also, this is a collective Scorpio message. It may not resonate with you. If it doesn't, go ahead and leave it where you found it. If it doesn't resonate with you, but it resonates with somebody you know, please share my video. I will also have a playlist linked to this video of all of my videos for sobriety and healing. So let's go from there. Goddess. So goddess or God, doesn't matter. Honor your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty. Love every part of you. Absolutely. Oh, that's a beautiful picture. I'll show you in just a second. And flow. Find an easier path forward. Surrender the outcome. Release your expectations, which goes perfectly with obsessed with power or outcomes. So if you go with the flow, find an easier path forward, surrender the outcome, release your expectations. Our Scorpio friends out there will have a little gentler time moving forward on their soul's path. So these are the two oracle cards that we're going to start with for your reading. So let's see energy-wise where you're at. We're going to start with the Mermaid Tarot, and we're going to move on to the Golden Universal Tarot if we need clarification. Sorry, these are crooked and they're bothering me. Okay, that's better. All right. So let's ask our guides to show us the energy of Scorpio right now and then how we can help them move forward. All right. One more. Whoop. We'll start with you. 8 of Swords. Oh, these are beautiful cards. So our 8 of Swords on this one, oh, it's so beautiful. So just take a look. Take a moment to take that image in and see and feel what your intuition tells you, because you, Scorpio, are very intuitive. So what intuitive thought, feeling does this bring into your immediate being? So for us here, the 8 of Swords, it's got something in its mouth. It's bound by a blindfold and the swords are in front. And so it's like you can't see a way out of the situation. So let's get a little bit clearer on what the situation is. Let's see. So 8 of Swords, why is it here? Eight of Wands. So, yep, I'm going to put it on that side. 10 of Pentacles. Temperance. Death. Your card showed up. All right, let's take a look at this side. So we're going to look at this as the light and the shadow side. Wow. Okay. All right. So where do we want to begin? So we begin with the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. And so the Wheel of Fortune and Empress, when they are together, for me, so go ahead and take a moment and see how you feel and how you resonate with the cards. Again, this one is just, I'm going to go at it a little differently because you too are intuitive. And so I want you to be able to use your intuitive abilities with me to be able to see how you feel about these cards. So what I'm feeling right now is that this is our shadow side. So the shadow traits that we're working through are controlling and jealousy, secretive, manipulative, obsessive with power and outcomes. And so right now I feel like you're in a time where you're really working on unbinding yourself and your thoughts. And so what are you not looking at? Because you have your Emperor and your Empress right here. You have your Wheel of Fortune and you have your Nine of Wands. So it shows me that you are really working both angles, masculine and feminine. And to be able to turn the Wheel of Fortune in your direction and the direction forward, it's asking you to find that balance on your feminine side. So whether you are male or female or other, it's asking you to tap into that feminine side. Because you have the Nine of Wands here. And I'm going to show you the card. Because again, your intuition and mine. And so when you're on the path to recovery, or actually really just kind of navigating how you feel and how you want to feel moving forward, considering your astrological sign, right now you're being asked to take one thing at a time to be able to go forward. But again, it's that balance of the feminine and the masculine energy. Because in your light, you have the Eight of Wands. You have a lot of things that are happening quite quickly for you in your life. It feels like you're surrounded by friends and family. You have the Ten of Pentacles here. So I feel like you have had a lot of things happening with family, with immediate family is just what I feel. Because this Ten of Pentacles, it feels like you're having to try to find a balance in your family. And it feels like you're going through your own emotions. You're going through a transformative time right now, because you showed up in your own reading as we're talking about you and your astrology. So it feels like there's something that's happening quite quickly for you with your family. And you're trying to find that balance. You're trying to kind of tame one side and another. So I feel like you're trying to tame both sides of yourself that need to want to control things in your life, but you are also trying to be compassionate and kind and loving, because you are emotionally deep in this relationship, whatever this family situation is, that you kind of feel like everyone's kind of coming at you all at once. Because again, you have this Death card, but it doesn't, I don't get the same feeling from this Death card as I do from this one. It's different illustrations, so it invokes different intuition coming up. And it just kind of feels like, it does definitely feel like you've had an epiphany, like something is changing for you within, like pretty deep within. You've been trying to balance something. Again, I just family. You've been trying to balance something with family with that Temperance card. So let's get a little more clarification. So this is where our Golden Universal is going to come in, our Golden Universal Tarot. So let's get some clarification on this situation here on this side. We're going to shuffle again. So what is this situation on this side? Show me the Ten of Pentacles. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? Ah, okay. So 5 of Cups. This card has been making an appearance a lot lately. So 5 of Cups. It's the effort and the time that you've been putting into the situation that it's not changing, and so it's bringing you some sadness and some discomfort. Which for a Scorpio, your self-sabotaging ways sometimes are the depth and intense situations. You can turn to wanting to numb those feelings and those thoughts, and you don't want to be a part of it. Like, I just feel like you don't want to be a part of that, but you don't want the situation as it is. So you don't really necessarily want to put up those emotions. I'm just looking at your self-sabotaging traits. Emotional walls, obsessive behaviors, turning into self-sabotage by pushing people away before being hurt or trying to control the outcome based on fear. Addiction can be a way to manage trauma and emotions for you. So if you're feeling like you don't have control over the situation, that's okay. It's okay to be in those moments of not being in control of the situation. But you just have to know you've done your best. You've put in all that you can. And it does feel like it's a family situation. But you need to walk away from the situation because you have family left. You have friends left around you that do support you and that do love you and that are showing an abundance of kindness and strength. And then you're just going to go ahead and start a new journey. You're going to start a new way of having relationships around you, which I think makes sense when you look at your 8 of Swords. That's exactly it. You're being called to move in this direction. We can move this direction where you fight yourself. Because again, if these cards lean into your sign, the Empress and the Emperor, you're just back and forth with these feelings of, I feel like I should be doing this. I feel like I should be doing that. And it feels like the Wheel of Fortune is basically just at a standstill for you. You feel like you can't win. You feel like if you do one thing, you're going to be disappointed in yourself. But then if you do another thing, you're going to be disappointed in the outcome of that situation. And so the thing that you know how to do is just keep going one thing at a time. The 9 of Wands, I really feel like, and I'm trying to correlate it with your shadow traits, is not to be obsessive about it. You're just going to go ahead and you're going to do things this way for now. You're going to see how that spins your Wheel of Fortune forward, because it's just kind of, it feels like it's stuck. It's stuck between the two indecisions. But really what wants to happen is this progression forward, this progression of the 8 of Wands, where you just are like, okay, I'm just going to move this way. And I have my family and my friends around me that give me back what I need. And as a Scorpio, the things that you love is that emotional, deep connection that you have with your friends and your family. And so I feel like as you change from this side and you move forward with this side, and you understand that you can't change some people sometimes, and that's okay. And that's okay. We don't need to let our thoughts get too far into regret or remorse, which is that, card, the 5 of Cups, because what Spirit is really trying to show you is that they just kind of go at the situation like the Fool. You're just going to go ahead and continue to go forward. You don't know how it's going to go or how it's going to look, but you're just going to go ahead and do it this way, because this way isn't serving you. It just feels like a fight back and forth between the Emperor and the Empress, and that you're just basically at a standstill. And then here you have your King of Wands. And so moving forward on your new journey, you're going to be that strong, ambitious self. You're just going to go ahead and not take anything anymore. You're just going to kind of go at it like with that power and that intensity that you're comfortable with. But you're going to release yourself from the, I don't read reverse. You're going to release yourself from the outcome. Are you guys upside down? Yeah. 6 of Pentacles. So this is really a reminder to find that balance between, usually it's a balance between like other people, but I really feel like it's a balance within yourself. It's a balance of what makes you happy and how, once you're happy, you can give to others. That's really what I feel with that 6 of Pentacles. Because here she is, our 9 of Pentacles, being nurturing and abundant to herself. And when you focus on your light traits, the things that bring you joy and happiness and love, which would be the passion that you have, how resourceful you are. And that's the Nine of Pentacles, right? She's very resourceful. Everything just kind of flows her way. And again, when I think you have that balance of the Six of Pentacles, because again, for me, for that one, it just really feels like give to yourself before you give to others. Do what makes you feel good before you give to others. And that's going to help you stay out of those binding thoughts that I can't talk, I can't see a way out. And in sobriety, sometimes we get kind of stuck in that indecision of which way to go. So I think that's why I want to do these videos for each of the zodiac signs, to be able to kind of shed a little bit of light on how you're moving forward and what tools you have as we go through recovery, what tools that you have that you can increase to be able to help yourself move forward. So I love that for you. Because here's the Hierophant. You are ready to learn. You are ready to be a teacher. You're ready to just go ahead and take the things that you've learned and be able to go forward on this new journey. I do love that for you. I love being able to dive into your sign and try to help kind of decipher which way you can go. You can, stay imbalanced and kind of fight your astrological traits, or you can use the astrological tools, lean into your power of transformation. You are the phoenix of your zodiac sign. Practices that allow you to feel safe, shadow work and breath work, they make you feel safe and comfortable. So when you dive into that, mantras and things like that, that will also help you find some balance as you're navigating yourself through sobriety and through recovery. And then also it would be a way for you to channel the intensity of certain situations. Instead of pushing people away, you can bring them closer. You can take that time for yourself. You can take that time and get that balance for yourself. And a mantra that I wrote down for you guys is, I am safe to transform. I release control and trust my rebirth. So once again, I am safe to transform. I release control and trust my rebirth. So that's what I have for you from tarot. So we're going to go ahead and get one more card from our oracle deck. And this one's actually a healing oracle deck. So let's take a look at the final message for Scorpio, for our healing souls out there. Oh, I'm going to use you. You are on the right path. Absolutely. Stay on this path. And again, I do private readings, so if you need additional help or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me. You can send me an email. We can connect that way. But you are on your right path. So again, every week we're going to dive a little bit deeper into your astrology. We're going to take a look at different aspects of your zodiac sign. And hopefully each week we'll just get closer and closer and go from there. So definitely thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.